Mrs. Tinkerer wants a desk organizer, so let's build her one. I had a piece of leftover cedar from a previous project, so let's use it. I need to plane it down first though. It needs to be about 1/2 inch thickness. The current 3/4 inch thickness is just too bulky for the desk organizer. Now that we've got the bottom and the back roughed out, let's work on the dividers. Let's round the front edge of these. For this, we're going to turn to a high-tech tool I keep lying around in the shop. It's called a can of stain. Seems to have the perfect radius in this application. Now over to the bandsaw to cut the radii. Now the stationary sander fine-tunes the edge and really makes a nice radius. Now a bit of layout. I'm marking the point where the dividers intersect the back. And now I grab another high-tech tool from the shop. This is called a coffee can lid, and we use that to draw an arc in the top of the back, and we'll cut this out. This is purely for aesthetics. It just looks cool. Next, I'm going to round the corners on the stationary sander. And here we see the result. I've installed a 1/4 inch round over bit in my router table, and now we're going to round over the edges of all the pieces we've made so far. Now for the exciting part of any project, sanding. Now let's measure for all the interior parts and pieces. Now that we've got our cut list, cue the saw montage. Here we have everything dry fit together, so now let's assemble it permanently. We use a pin nailer which shoots 23 gauge headless pins the size of a straight pin, very tiny. You don't even have to fill the holes. Now I'm going to turn the handle for the drawer. I don't have a lathe, so I'm going to use my drill press instead. Use this piece of square cedar, and I'm going to drill a hole in this base plate that is just slightly larger than the size of the cedar blank. Now, after removing the bit from the drill press, I'm going to clamp the cedar blank in the chuck. Now that hole we drilled will hold the bottom of the blank as it turns, so it acts as a vertical lathe. And using a file, we first turn down the blank from square to round, and then we'll start tapering it and shaping it to what we need. This is what we got so far. Now we need to make the shoulder part that actually sticks into the drawer front. That's a 1/4 inch drill bit, so we're going to turn the shaft down until it's slightly larger than a 1/4 inch, so that when we drill a hole in the drawer front, we can pound it in really tight. Now we'll take it over to the bandsaw and cut off all the excess we don't need. Now we need to find the very center of the drawer so we can drill our hole. And remember that 1/4 inch drill bit makes the hole, and the 1/4 inch shaft fits right there nicely. So after we glue it up, this is what we've got. We're going to use a spray polyurethane on this, and we're going to use 3 coats total. Let it dry in between coats as per the directions on the can. To keep it from sliding around Miss Tinkerer's desk, we're going to put some vinyl bumpers on the bottom. And here we see the finished product. Plenty of cubby holes and spaces to put notepads, pens, papers, post-it notes, paper clips, whatever you like. This is what Mrs. Tinker likes. Thanks for watching.